Hey there, it's Brody here from Pacific Toyota. Just here to give you a quick high definition virtual tour on this lovely 2015 Honda HRV. Now, just before I do that, a little bit about us here in Cairns. So we are Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. We do have two used vehicle yards, one here at 77 Mulgrave Road, the other one about 2 kilometres down our main road here at 235 Mulgrave Road. At a time, we hold about 200 to 300 vehicles in stock, and obviously are a high turnover dealership. That's our showroom just up the top there, up those stairs. Obviously, as you can see, we do have Toyota finance available. If you are looking to finance the Honda HRV, please let me know and I can organise a quote for you. But first of all, without going too much further into that, I'll jump straight into the virtual tour for you. So starting underneath the bonnet here first, just want to show you the engine bay here. As you can see, it's all nice and clean, and as you can see under the bonnet as well, nice and tidy. Dropping that one down, now I'll go through the bonnet. What I want to do is just show you if there's any stone chips, any nicks, scratches, anything. Obviously being a 2015, it is obviously a pre-owned vehicle, so I might have a few things, but I'll point them all out to you. The bonnet is all nice and tidy. Coming down the front right-hand guard, looks all nice and clean. There is a bit of scratching just through that guard there that I did want to point out for you, just so you do know that is there. Coming through the tyres, heaps of tread left in the tyre there, and coming through the wheel, a couple of light scratching just around the outside of the wheel, nothing on the inside or anything like that. And now you did want to know the size of the wheels and the tyres. So they are 16-inch wheels, as you can see there, and obviously the tyres 215 by 60. Now obviously with 16-inch wheels, gives it that nice little look there. Coming through the front here, a little bit of scratching just above that, just below there, that I did want to point out to you there, so just so you know that is there as well. Otherwise, through the front bar, looks all nice and clean. Looks like a previous brush touch's just been done here, so they've just blended it back in. Coming down the front left hand, just a couple of tiny little stone chips just there, and a couple of little scratches just down the front left hand guard. All right, coming through the left hand side, obviously heaps of tread left in these tyres, look like near new tyres anyway. Very light little scuff just on the outside of that wheel, otherwise it's all nice and clean. All right, what I'll do is I'll come up through the windscreen. Obviously you can see we first advertised the car at $21,990. Obviously it's been heavily reduced to $19,990 drive away, so an extremely good time to get a deal. There's a bit of a paint imperfection just on the top of the roof there. A couple of light little marks in the roof, as you can see there. I'll just try and point out what I can there. Just a couple of light little marks on the roof there, and a bit of light scratching just over the top here that I did want to point out as well. Coming through the back here, as you can see, no dents or anything. There's no cracks in the paint. Just some couple of stone chips just there off the top of the boot there. Now coming through the back of the boot here, that's all nice and clean. A couple of very light little scratches just on the back here, just there as well, and a stone chip just there that I wanted to point out for you. Through the rear guard, all the plastic looks nice and clean. It's all nice and tidy. I'll work my way down the left hand side first, and then come back through the right. So as you can see, the front mirror is all nice and clean. I'll go up through the top windows, nice and tidy. Just a bit of tyre shine or something on there, but that'll obviously wipe off. A couple of very light little scratches just on that guard there and just on the edge of the door here. Obviously heaps of tread left in that rear wheel as well. A couple of light little marks just around the outside of this wheel as well, just as you can see. But the underbody's all nice and clean as far as I can tell just there. All right, through the rear door, this one looks all nice and clean. Very tiny little scratch there that I did want to point out. And through the front left door, same deal, all nice and clean. Bit of hair on there, but otherwise nice and tidy. I'll go into the interior a bit more after the right hand side here, and I'll just show you inside the boot first. Obviously just got this little cover that slots in here. That just slots in the top, so you can obviously if you're having any groceries in the back or anything, it'll sit straight underneath that. So you do have that there. If you don't want it, opens this boot space up nice and big. and obviously a little bit of dirt in the back, but obviously we can have that vacuumed up. I'll quickly just open the floor here, so you get a bit of storage underneath the floorboard, and it does have that space saver spare tire under there, so you've got all that there, and your jack and tools are just up the front there as well. All right, close that boot up now for you. Go down the right hand side. All right, coming down the right, a couple of tiny little paint imperfections there that I did want to point out to you. Obviously not a major deal, but obviously I want you to know the condition of the car exactly. Heaps of tread left in that rear right hand tire, and a couple of heavier scratches just on the inside of this wheel, and just the outside scratches there as well. Again, I'll come up through the top. There's a couple of very light little scratches there that I did want to point out to you as well, but otherwise through the top there's all nice and clean. Coming down the front right hand side, so the driver's door, there's a couple of light little scratches around, as you can see there, that I did just want to point out to you as well. And just underneath the door handle, obviously from people's fingernails and stuff like that, scratching there. Through the rear right hand door, that's all nice and clean. There's a very light little scratch just there, otherwise all nice and tidy. All right, coming down the right hand side here, all nice and tidy. A couple of light little marks just in the door. Obviously I just want to point them out to you. A couple of light little scratches just down on the inside of the plastics there. Floor mats through here. There's a light little hole in the floor mat that, oh sorry, that's just supposed to be there. That's a little button that clips into the other floor mat there, as you can see. So it does have floor mats in the back, carpet floor mats as well. And all nice and tidy through that door card over there. Coming through here, a slight little mark in the rear seat that I did want to point out. Just another very light one there. Otherwise the back of the seats look all nice and tidy. And coming up through the back of the front seats, they're all nice and clean as well. All right, through the driver's side now. That's all nice and tidy, that door card there. And this front kick card, very light little scratch just there, but otherwise in really good nick. So the floor mats through here, obviously does have that plastic floor mat under, as well as your carpet floor mat there. Obviously we will give it a bit of a vacuum. All nice and tidy on the passenger side. Same as that door card's all nice and clean. All right, coming up through these two, just a light little mark in the driver's seat, but again, obviously nothing major, just obviously cosmetic stuff. Jumping inside now, I'll just start the car. A bit hot in Cairns at the moment, so get that aircon cranking. Now, obviously I'll just get that to focus. That wasn't flashing as it comes up on the screen. It's just my phone that makes it do that, so try and get it to focus again. As you can see, 86,000 kilometers on the dash. Really nice and clean. Steering wheel through here, there's a bit of a rub mark just on the inside there that I did want to point out to you. Again, like I said, I want to be as honest as I can in this video to show you as much as I can. Obviously your steering wheel controls and everything there, Bluetooth controls, cruise control on the right. Coming up through the dash, that's all nice and clean through there. And through the middle here, you got your center console, a couple of cup holders just here. Obviously that plastic there's a couple of very light little scratches in there I didn't want to point out, but otherwise automatic transmission's nice and easy, park to drive. Obviously your automatic park brake as well, so turn that off, you just push it down, that light comes off, pull it back up, and that comes up, so you just pull that like that. Aircon control is really simple. Fan speed, your temperature, and your modes through there, and a nice little touch screen through here, so obviously you can just touch it and get everything going. So you got your audio settings, your Bluetooth, everything like that. You've got an aux cord point somewhere as well, and it's all nice and tidy. So I'll just grab the service history out, because that's probably one of the best ways to see how well it has been maintained. Now I'll just open this up for you. So it's got that first month service, got the second service there, give me one sec. Done there at 30,000, so it was done at 16,000, so it looks like they've serviced it every 15 by the start. Coming through here, got serviced at 20,000, then at 43,000 kilometers, then 64, 83, so that would have been, I don't know, there's one more service from us here at 86, so it has just been serviced. Now it's not due until 100,000 kilometers, so you got about 14,000 kilometers worth of driving without needing another service, which is obviously extremely good on a used vehicle. So what I'll do is I'll turn the car off and jump back outside for you, give you one last look around, but that will conclude my virtual tour. If you do have any questions or anything, please let me know, as I'll be happy to answer anything for you. Obviously it does have a couple of cosmetic stuff, being a 15 plate, but obviously the color looks absolutely amazing. Again, let me know if you have any questions, but I hope you enjoyed my video, and I'll talk to you very shortly. Cheers.